Hello everyone! My name's Steph, I'm Botanist Cool. Today I'm here with the one, the only Shutakumi. Shutakumi's the title, you're supposed to say your name.
Who?
I don't know if you had muted yourself or what.
No, it's just like... Never mind.
I'm here with the Ace Attorney expert herself, Katie.
Hi.
Katie knows all the Ace Attorney. She is essentially a Shutakumi in a nutshell, and yeah. There's the intro for today. Let's get going.
I just got debated, or whatever it's called. I got another McDonald's email, but it was telling me to get fries and not my redeem code. I'm so mad.
Oh my god. Yeah, so y'all, hey Archimedes, hey Chip, how are you both doing? Yeah, that sucks, dude. Fucking McDonald's screwed you over.
Scammed. Absolutely scammed.
I'm gonna fucking fight McDonald's. I'm too lazy to fight McDonald's. We're doing good, Chip. I kid you not though. I do not think there will be a day this week I do not do some mini painting, because I've been really want to do a lot of mini painting recently. It's just been in my stomach. It's been in my tummy. And my tummy hungers for mini painting and lead paint and eating lead paint. Thank you for this intro. Thank you very much, Archimedes. I really appreciate it. I really do. Good morning! Elijah! Hello, how are you?
Oh, hi Elijah.
Elijah, I love you too. You are amazing. You are the bestest. That is an Ace Attorney reference that I do not understand yet, so it's good. What did they change the bestest's name to? Like Winner or something now, or whatever it was?
Yeah, so the fan name for him was Sebastian de Best. And they changed him to Eustace Winner.
Oh my god. Right, because I feel like it sounds like Jar Jar saying that shit.
Well, it's because it sounds like Useless Winner.
Oh. I'm fucked with chat. Listen, STSL. Steph, my favorite human? Aw, wait.
Aw. Who's your favorite non-human?
Who's your favorite? That's a good question. Is it Mothman, and why is it Mothman?
Oh, show the sticker.
Oh yeah, guys. I got this caked as hell Mothman sticker. It's so good. I love it. Katie, I adore her. She's so good. She is good. She is very good. Look at this caked as fuck Mothman sticker. It's so good. Yeah, Vera does look like what is her name? Mariana from the Three Houses? She does. The lady from the Golden Deers. Oh yeah. Mothman. Mothman, I'm down bad for it. That's the right choice, Elijah. Great choice. I'm proud of you. I'm gonna reset my camera a little bit. There we go.
Okay. You also gotta tell me what you're gonna put in your acorn.
Oh yeah, so I also got I don't wear necklaces typically speaking, but this one I actually really like. It's really weird because I had to do it. Yeah, I'm wearing it. Yeah. I had to, it feels really weird sleeping in a necklace. I don't think I could shower for it, because I don't think you can shower with it, can you?
I wouldn't shower with it, because I just don't know, but...
Yeah. Picture of you. Elijah, I have considered putting a picture of me and my besties in here. Like, every picture of one of my besties, just put them in here, but you could kind of take this acorn apart and just kind of like, whoop, put things in there. So when you see brought to horny jail? No. Not for Mothman, we don't. Mothman is horny jail like free. We're good. But I absolutely love it because like I don't do necklaces often. I don't do jewelry often. You guys probably noticed that. I did once in the past 5 years, I think, and it was a bracelet. But and I did consider a ring for a little while. I sent you a picture of me of just me. Yes. You know what? I will gladly take a picture of you and put it in here.
Do it. Take a picture of Elijah in your acorn and send it to me.
I have a Hollow Knight necklace. Oh, that's cool. I have considered a ring not recently, a couple of years ago. I have considered a watch, but I can't do watches really well because like I get obsessed with just listening to them tick. So I'll have my hand here like that. I'll just listen to them tick. It's one of the few things that like just like it chills me out, you know. But I'll listen to it for so long.
I like collecting necklaces, but I don't wear them. Yeah,
that's fair. For me, it's just like, it's always like, there's something on my neck. It's really weird. So like, I just got an acorn, and it's a cute little acorn. I love that because it gives me like, it just fits the right vibe for me. So I love it, and I, as such, wear it.
Yeah, I knew that you weren't big on jewelry, but I was just like, come on, it's an acorn.
It's an acorn, exactly. That's exactly what my thought was.
You can put something in.
Exactly.
You can always hang it somewhere as like a charm if you don't want to wear it.
I did consider putting potpourri in there too to make it smell like really good, or like get like a whole bunch of like rosemary dried out and just put it in there.
Get an actual acorn and put it in.
Get an acorn and put it in the acorn. Yo, I heard you like acorns, so I put the acorn in your acorn. Get a picture of our beloved Mothman and put him in the acorn.
I actually got one for myself because I did like it.
Oh, what'd you put in yours?
I didn't put anything in it yet because I'm still deciding.
Okay.
I wasn't sure because like I liked like there's one that came slightly like lighter and one slightly darker. I thought you might like the darker one.
I would, yeah.
Okay, good.
You thought right. Steph, I have a pocket watch that I always put on the other side of the bedroom, and I hear from across. I need to muffle the sound somehow. Good luck. It sounds good. Just accept it. It's the best sound out there. Okay. When I was in 2nd or 3rd grade, I had a Thomas the Tank Engine pocket watch. I shit you not. And I was little baby Steph. No beard, round face, probably like a tooth or two missing, you know. Still a big fan of Thomas the Tank Engine. And my teacher took it away from me because I opened and closed it all the time with my hand, and I just start listening to it. She's like, "You're getting so distracted from it." I'm like, "No, I'm not well, you know, this is where you realize there were signs that no one picked up on." I just kept playing with it, and then she's like, "You're getting so distracted. I'm gonna take that away from me." So she took it away from me, and I was really sad that I lost my Thomas the Tank Engine pocket watch. I got it back. I got it back at the end of the day, but still, you know.
Glad you got it back.
Yeah. She didn't steal it from me, no.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong screen.
They should have realized you way sooner that you had ADHD. Yeah, they should have, shouldn't they?
So, you're Vera, right? I'm Trucy. Trucy Wright. That's right with a W, but not W-R-I-T-E, right? We're on your side. You can tell us anything. Please? Good morning.
At least she spoke. Holy shit. I think it's like the 2nd word she said. She speaks!
Not bad, not bad. But I think you'd do better with a little smile, you know? You're so pretty. You need to sell yourself, you know?
Trucy, let's take it easy for starters. Ooh, what's she drawing? Oh, she communicates via emoticons as she draws.
Thank you for taking my case.
Oh, has there ever been a mute character in Ace Attorney? I think this is the closest character we have to a mute character, but she's not mute, obviously. There's not been a mute character, to my knowledge. The smiley face is cute. Like, that's cute.
So cute.
She's cute. I love it. Okay, well, that's a start, I guess. There she goes with the nail polish again.
That's great, really. It's so cultured. Want to try? Ooh, really?
Girls. The victim, Drew Misham, was a forger. and a stolen painting was found in his studio. A life of crime, really, and maybe one that led to his death. And apparently had all the information about our previous cases in this goddamn game. Like, what the fuck, dude? Oh, Clavier, hello.
Well, now, begin the trial of. Oh God, I've got incuritis. Oh, my friend's son got.
No trial today, guys. We're good. The only one who heard Forger and thought this. No, actually, I said that last stream. I'm like, Forger. Like, I just got how the Forger family from Spy X Family got the name. They're a fake family. They're a forged family. I just got that. You've seen whatever. Vera's on the autism spectrum now. You feel seen by Vera? That's valid.
Is the judge okay? His voice is all raspy and he's looking around all nervous like.
Vera's got dirt on him.
Repercussions of today's trial will most likely be felt for a long time, and may indeed alter our legal system forever.
All right, we're doing a jury system.
Yep.
Today is a test of the jury system, and the first step toward a new order in our courts.
Daddy's secret mission.
Our jurors will function like a jury. No shit. It is hoped their inclusion.
No, he is talking in front of the judge. You can never be too careful.
You know, that's a good point. That's a good fucking point. It is hoped that their inclusion will help the courts to better reflect the people's will. Why aren't there any jurors in the courtroom? 3 closed oh my god, so I don't actually have to like fucking see who they are and like do it like.
Yeah, no, it's not the Great Ace Attorney.
I thought the Great Ace Attorney was just like, let's take what we put in this game and go fucking ham with it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought would have happened essentially.
No, we're still in the 2D era.
3 closed circuit cameras watch this courtroom at all times. The jurors have access to everything that transpires. Jurist Judge Well and Judge Cool.
Now see here, Prosecutor Gavin. I was going to say that.
In those exact words.
My apologies, Herr Judge.
Jurist, today, judge today's trial coolly, if you would be so kind.
The jurors are unbound by the letter of the law. They don't affect the trial with evidence, but their feelings. And we're about to find out just what effect they're going to have.
Well, let's get down. Control the details if you would.
The victim is painter Drew Misham. He was killed in his own studio. His coffee was poisoned. By whom, you ask? None other than the defendant Vera Misham. Bitch, please. There wasn't any poison in the coffee. A true, someone's been doing their homework. Indeed, poison was not present in the coffee, but on the mug itself.
The mug? Ah, residue was found on the rim, I see.
Apollo is so on top of things compared to Phoenix.
I know, right? It's just like
instant, just the instant, valid objection. It's so good.
Does Phoenix get any more competent in the future games? That silence says all I need to know.
Well, he does. How to put it?
That's all I need to know. He does defend an orca. Which, I'm not gonna lie, guys, that is the one case I've been looking forward to for like 2 years now. I've been so excited for that case.
Role gets complicated in the next 2 games. So, it really depends on what role Phoenix is taking at the moment. Will determine his competence level.
So my guess is when we are Phoenix in the defendant stand, incompetent as fuck. When he is the when he's the helper to Athena, competent as shit.
Yeah, for the most part, that's kind of how it tends to play out.
Phoenix just points at someone and the judge says it was them and the judge just believes them. Yeah, honestly, right? At this point, come on, judge. We've only been wrong once.
The court accepts this as evidence. According to this report, the victim's death was caused by atroquinine poisoning.
A chemical compound that does not occur naturally. Lethal dosage is a mere 0.002 milligrams. A touch of atroquinine in the body is a touch of the Reaper's scythe. Which Reaper?
Probably the one that grows the peppers.
The one from Carolina?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I love that guy. He's really cool. Like, he's just down the block from me.
Very well, Mr. Kevin, you may present your witness.
A simple man is such a generous way of putting this guy. I have for you today a simple man for a simple case. A man who witnessed the murder in its entirety. That journalist, no doubt. The witness will state his name and occupation.
Right. Well, for starters, my name is Spark Bushel. My job is a lone observer of the world.
Spark Brushel, not Bushel. I was like, Spark and Bushel. Like, you could light a bushel of shit on fire pretty easily. I'm like, maybe that's the punch, but no, it's just a brush. Like, it's just a brush. That's what I'm getting. He also has a toothbrush in his pocket, and I think it's dumb, and I want to punch him.
He has a number of brushes in his pocket.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a quill in there. He's got like a toothpaste canister. He's got a toothbrush. Are there, in other words, a freelance journalist, right?
If you don't mind, I'd like to say something for the record. Yes, Mr. Bushel. I dislike conclusions, specifically the aspect of jumping to conclusions. Therefore, I will jump to the conclusion that Vera Misham killed Drew Misham. Big exceptions make Park sandbox of endless desert waste, end quote.
But you are a journalist. You said so yourself yesterday.
Well, sure, yes. But you must understand, I stand before you today as a man with a dream. I'm offering you my testimony in exchange for exclusive rights to the story. Scoop turns Mr. Brushel into that Mr. Brushel, end quote.
Let's hear your testimony then, shall we? I have to talk about him. I thought doggism. A simple case, eh, Gavin? For me, the jury is still out.
I visited the studio around 9 that night to do the interview. The first outsider to enter the atelier. Journalistic history made, unquote.
Oh, thank God I don't have to look at him.
His daughter brought us coffee right after we started. And you know what happened next? Starfalls, end quote. No one else entered the room besides her the whole time.
Is he gonna be good on your voice?
That'll be good. That voice is not actually a bother. It's the judge's voice that I'm more concerned about, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know why he made him so grating.
I know, right? Like, I don't know, but he just just the vibe he gives me. It's like I don't think I could give him another voice. Like. I mean, obviously, if the other judge's like, blah, 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 and that was funny.
You could also give him like an confused old man voice. Oh, that does
sound like a simple case. Someone get me my heart medication. Prime, I'll get you a little bud. Don't worry about it. Wait, did I take your meds today? I did. Okay, good. I was like, wait, did I do that? Yeah, I did that. Let's get little bud out here. Thank you very much for bringing out little bud, Prime. I appreciate it. How you doing today, bud?
It does sound like a simple case.
I feel like he's a little more competent than we give him credit for sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he has these moments of clarity, and it all comes out through his voice.
These moments of clarity.
His moment of clarity.
Occasional moment.
His occasional moment once per case of clarity. Doing good, brother.
Unless you were the one who poisoned him.
What are you saying, Jones?
Yeah, remind you, the cameras are rolling today. Don't they need to be a bit dramatic?
Oh, come on. You didn't do it, did you?
He's making the news and quote. Even because every white shot and quote. I know. My station's rock courtroom and quote.
Rock indeed. That was silly. That was such low hanging fruit, and it fucking got me, dude. That was such low hanging fruit, and it fucking got me.
I don't get it.
He's a rock artist. He's a rock and roll guy. Rock indeed. Yeah.
Well, he's a rock and roll guy.
Yeah, and
Marshall isn't.
the accusations are gonna rock the whole courtroom.
Oh, I missed that part.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. Wild accusations rock courtroom, end quote.
Gotcha. Okay, that's the part I was missing.
It was such low hanging fruit. I had it was my perfect kind of pun, guys. If you want to make me laugh, there's two ways of doing it. One, low hanging pun fruits. They are delicious, succulent little berries, and I love them. Two, Star Wars jokes. And three, be funny. Those are the three ways to make me laugh.
Have you heard the Game Grumps Yoda jokes? I feel like those are exactly...
Funny joke!
I know the Game Grumps jokes, yeah.
I have a joke for you.
I don't remember what they are, but I do need to re-listen to them. There you go.
What is a Jedi's favorite dessert?
What is it, Yoda?
Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Funny joke!
It's a good one. Oh, fuck. I'm so happy for him. Yeah, Prime knows it.
Very well, Mr. Jones, please take your cross-examination.
Oh, there goes I'm back. Nine at night. Isn't that a little late for an interview?
Your meter says come at 9. Believe me, I go at 9. At first, and as it turns out, our last interview with such a prolific painter.
Right. Can you tell us what happened? What it was like when you arrived? Why call it an atelier?
Atelier? I think it's a... What is... I've heard that before. Hold on.
I've heard it in relationship to, like, alchemy.
A workshop or studio, especially one used by an artist or designer.
Okay, I've only heard it in the terms of, like the alchemy game that I was playing once a long time ago that my friends were saying, this is like work, it's not even like fucking a game. I'm like, I love it though, it's great. It's all like management of resources and shit. You were the first reporter ever in Drew's studio?
Certainly, or look back on the night as an important turning point in journalistic history. Basically, it's a significant step for all mankind.
What a mood.
For the giant step for that Brussels guy, end quote.
Me and mini painting. What is all that? What in all that curse is on the witness stand? That is our boy Brushel, the Brushel guy who does Brushel things. His hair is just a toothbrush. I hate it. If no one on the outside ever had access to the studio, then it would serve to reason that the deed was done by an insider. By which he means Vera did it. So how did this epoch-making interview go?
He's not a... Oh, wait.
Would you mind being a little more specific? Can we hide this Brushel guy? Chip, I have been on that train since I first saw him a little while ago. He was like, he's like, he said something along the lines of like,
Oh yeah, journalism's a one-way ticket because the guy takes it.
and it's like, can we get you a one-way ticket out of here? Like, holy shit, I'm so sick of you. We try to be a little more specific. Can we stop? Can he stop staring at me with those big old eyes? Those big old... Oh, Grandma, how big your eyes are. Big enough to see you with, my dear. Oh, Grandma, how big your ears are. Big enough to hear you with, my dear. Oh, Grandma, how big your... What did she say for the teeth? I don't remember. How big your teeth are. How big enough to eat the pie you brought me, dear? I don't fucking know. Whatever it was. Would you be more specific?
Oh, wee! Let me.
What the fuck? Wait, where's this accent coming from?
Woo-wee, I think he's saying.
Oh, wee! Let me tell you, I enjoy a cuppa.
And with Archimedes, the way he keeps looking at us, I know, right? Like, those glasses, how wonky is his eyesight that this class is making his eyes that big, you know what I'm saying?
In fact, it all began when I was in 3rd grade.
No, wait, that's not what I meant. I believe I know where Air 4 is driving at. This coffee, the victim was served. Did anyone other than the defendant touch him? Right, that. That's what I was gonna say, really.
Now, if you got a question to ask, you best straight up ask it. That's what I tell all the new recruits several times if necessary. Right for a grade schooler. That's my motto. Which isn't to say that I can only write grade school level.
Jesus Christ. Who touched the coffee? My actual frustration went into Apollo at the right time. It was to eat the girl. I don't know what her name is in English. Red something. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Little Red Riding Hood. Yeah.
No.
I thought the wolf was still like pretending at that point to still be the grandma. Was like, oh, what big teeth you have. Yeah. I was like, what big eyes, what big ears, and I was like, what big teeth. Objection! Thank you for the objection, Lord Falconis.
No. I was in the back, looking at the shoe's equipment when she served it.
He's like, yeah. And what happened next? I have as a channel redeem. Oh, same here. If you there's an objection channel redeem on this channel. You could redeem at any time if you want to. Believe it or not, we do have one too. What's this? What is this about a falling star? Objection. Hold it. I thought the flower name is in French. Fair enough. What about a falling star?
Star Falls, huh? It's like an old telegram. Send money over.
Sorry, I don't know. That's like a journalism code word. An important person is passed away. A star falls. Get it?
But there's no gravity in space, is there? I wouldn't think stars could fall, really.
Trucy, you are amazing. Does this matter?
Oh boy, this is good stuff. Good stuff. How about star pranks? Nah, lax punch. I know. Star dies. Nah, lax imagination. Now, of course, you could go with Drew dies. Straight to the point. I like it.
Le petit chaperon rouge? Rouge. Chaperon rouge. Mine actually has the word balloon appear. Oh, that's really cool. I like that. I think we need to hear about something a little bit more substantial. A moment of death. The stars coffee? You say Mr. Misham had coffee too, but did you actually see him drink the coffee?
Of course. He who sees it wins, but he who sees it says it wins bigger, end quote. I live in a demand, sees dog, eat dog, and writes about it word.
That is one hell of a quote for a journalist. Like, that's really funny, actually. The one time it's actually gonna legitimately make me laugh. yet.
I guess I can't say I saw him drink it, really. He had one so-called sip, if that. Man puts lips to mugs, drinks, unquote. The poison is quite viral in here. I started an also called somersault, since I gulped down that coffee without so much as a second glance at—
Why would you do that?
Wait, maybe something's there. Some kind of so-called trick. You want to venture a guess for the record?
Does this guy have a pause button?
Oh, yes, did you find that testimony valuable?
I don't know. I think so. The victim drank his coffee, then immediately fell over?
Oh, yes, you gotta press that one.
Your Honor, this is a vital piece of information. So you drank the poison? Potentially, we don't know.
I think I know what they're going for.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Please add it to the testimony.
Vital, right.
So he either took a sip or he didn't, and then fell over?
Oh, yes, indubitably. Just like that, or bam.
So Submission drank the coffee and fell over immediately. Huh, I think Brushel's telling the truth, too. Should I get him to talk about something else? How long does it take to do poisoning? Doesn't say. It doesn't tell you how long aquatine, whatever it is, takes to poison you, does it?
That there, that's poison.
Yeah.
Don't lick it, Apollo.
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
No, you won't. You'll die.
Look, I know. I mean, I won't lick it.
Who knows what you do when I'm not watching?
Good point. Concern is touching, really. Next thing you know, she'll be telling me not to drink coffee before bedtime. I do not know Broadway musicals at all. About when Mr. Measham passed away.
Oh boy, I've seen that once. He put his coffee mug down and crash!
Oh, with a crash then.
And the cold finger of death touches his spine, like special affairs. So cold was a touch, he could do not, but some control of being. Actually, life's flame, a little tired. Life serves froze over. Yes, that's a go.
I think he's starring his article already.
Can you describe that a little more simply?
Well, as you can imagine, I was pretty surprised. Hit the floor, as they say. Artist, scissors, final. Performance, end quote.
Atropine paralyzes the central nervous system. The body arcs back like a bow and limb trembles.
That's quite enough of that. Don't want to be able to sleep tonight.
Oh, I guess I'm stuck obsessing over all the things Cats, the musical. I mean, people really like Cats. I don't blame you.
Oh yeah, I want the details. Lots of juicy details.
For that, you could listen to our last year's hit single, Atropine My Love, by the Gaffineers, available at all major music. Really?
To you lovely jurors listening in, wink.
Hint, hint, wink, wink. Oh my god, you bastard. You're just selling your shit. You're just peddling wares, you fucking scam artist.
What is it? What is this?
I read this money. Let's take a look at it. Well, as a count to the member moment, that's I'd say it's important. Please add it to the testimony.
Oh, that's fine. It's definitely caused by particular.
Alright, so you say it was definitely death by poison. How can you be sure?
Hey, look, I'm a journalist. I've seen a lot of things. And I've had more than my share of experiences with so-called poisonings.
Why and how? And I'm sure that if you've had
Have you been around this town?
you know,
Everyone drops dead so fast.
Randy's fishy fish goes bye-bye and quote.
Food poisoning doesn't count. Should I get him to talk about something else? Let's do that. Let's get him to talk about Brushel's coffee. So you drank the coffee that Vera served you too?
Of course. When someone serves you coffee, you drink it. That's what my old boss always says to me. Never did get. Remember it, though.
You're still alive, which is to say you didn't die. Thank you.
Of course not. No point fouling before you're a star. End quote.
That's not exactly what I was getting at. What were you getting at then? You know the poison was on the rim, not in the coffee.
Oh, yeah. There are 2 cups on the tray she brought. One of the cups had Drew's signature painted on the side.
No chance to guess would take that one by mistake, I guess. Which one's the important one? Which is the one I have evidence against? Well, that's barely a name. That's barely a name. That's a M. That's a M, and then like a thing. Talking about the coffee the witness drank, I'd say it's more than important.
Drink the coffee too. But I'm not dead yet.
Can we just prove he's dead somehow?
Yet.
You're sure you drank the coffee?
Oh yeah, Randy. I gulped it down. Felt a sweet scorch in my throat.
But you say the victim took one sip and fell over. Object for the hell of it, I know, right?
And you still kept drinking? Of course. Drink your coffee when it's hot, never when it's not. That's what my old boss used to say. Never really knew what he meant by it.
Yeah, for now. Okay, so it's obviously one of these. There's an estimated time of death. I don't like that. It's supposed to be instant, right? So why isn't there an instant time of death? Why isn't there like an actual time of death? This is suspicious. I don't know where to put it yet.
Oh wait, hold on.
What's up?
I don't know if it's it. Can you inspect the business card?
There's?
Yeah.
We've done that, yeah.
Okay, never mind. I was thinking something else.
We had his business card, unfortunately.
Yeah. No, I was thinking like, was it Vera's signature, and it was not, so. See, and did you press the last statement?
Oh no, I'm gonna do that right now. Can you say that for sure?
For sure, sure, I'm sure. Your studio isn't a big place, kiddo. I'd know if someone else came in.
Well, they've been hiding there from before. Even if someone had been hiding in the studio, they hardly could have poisoned that mug without anyone noticing.
You think I, Sport Brussel, wouldn't miss something as obvious as that? No way.
Sure makes it sound exciting. I guess that's his job.
I don't know what we need to focus on, really.
The moment when Drew Measham died?
Exactly, there has to be something there. No, I got an idea. If he dies by spasming, why is there still coffee in the cup?
That's an interesting point. Let's see. Or you consult my memory as well.
I'm gonna try that. I think that potentially it's just like, yeah, there's coffee in the cup. Why, if he started spasming, why isn't there, you know?
You consult my memory.
Nope, not it. The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor.
I'm driver. How can I see nothing wrong? Unless I'll have to penalize you, Mr. Justice.
Fuck.
Do you want me to tell you? Because, like, we basically know what we want to do. It's just, it's not as direct as I thought it would be.
Sure.
So it has to be the instant death and then present the coffee mug.
What?
And then they'll talk about the Atrena Queen. It's dumb, which is why I'm telling you now.
Yeah. That is dumb.
Yeah, because sometimes they're. So here's the thing. It's like there should have been like, because sometimes they're like so specific about like proving things, and then sometimes it's so not.
Yeah. Actually, guys, here's what we're gonna do real quick. Cause I gotta do this now. I have to use the restroom real quick, guys. So we're gonna take a quick 2-minute break. All right. We'll see you guys in a second. All that good stuff. And yeah, peace. And we're back, everyone. Hello.
Hello.
All right, let's get back onto it. You know what I have a problem with? A particular property of the poison used. Atroquine.
Oh, Professor Garland was quite clear about the poison. Lethal doses paralyzes the central nervous system. If you drink that, even you, Mr. will be reduced to equivalent prior.
Why are you using me as an example? Unfortunately, we weren't told everything. There was a vital omission in Prosecutor Gavin's information.
An omission?
Atroquine is a virulent, as he says. But that does not come upon ingestion, not immediately. That's because atroquine is a slow-acting poison.
Still working.
According to one forensic scientist... Oh, I have to remember this. 15 minutes from time. Oh, wow.
I don't think 15 minutes is that long, is it?
15 minutes is not super long, but that's a lot longer than drink it and then die.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've heard of like poisons taking hours to take effect before somewhere, but maybe I'm crazy.
If we suppose that the moment Mr. Measham sipped on his coffee was when he sealed his fate, then he would still have had time left to enjoy his last cup of Joe! God, I hate...
Order, what's the meaning of this? One of the man says is correct. Why, that contradicts the entire testimony we've just heard.
Well, Mr. Brushel, anything to say? On the record?
Slow acting. S L O W A T. It was violent already. Anyway, I had already begun digging his closet to the journal.
He's working on his scoop.
It's Brushel, ja? Herr Brushel? Let's take a trip down memory lane.
Huh?
Did the victim really die the instant he took a sip? Think it over. This is vital.
You know what I think? I think that was a not so subliminal suggestion. End quote.
I admit it does cause a problem if he died when you said he died. I would be forced to say off Winderschen to my simple case. And you would be forced to say farewell to your article.
Come again?
You can't write a story based on conjecture, can you? And as the case drags on, other reporters will pick up the scent. And you'll be forced to kiss your exclusive scoop goodbye. Ah!
Look, wait, just wait a second, just 1 second. Where's Alfred? I think I just recalled the so-called important detail.
As if you weren't just so not subliminally led. Jesus Christ. Judge, why would you allow this bullshit? That actually pisses me off. Like, come on.
Your revival recollection, end quote. Insurance, end quote.
Attorney utterly confused, end quote.
Actually, I did know something when I visited the studio. I heard the poison takes I heard of a poison that takes a sweet time, see?
But not what I've been saying for the last few minutes, apparently.
You're saying you know something that will soon will happen. I bet I am. The antidote for a poisonous contradiction, end quote, in my sight.
Or I still have no idea what you're talking about, end quote, I might say.
Yeah, not only for in-depth interview, see, actual journalism skill. I know who poisoned the coffee. Order!
As far as I can tell, the witness is standing by his testimony. That Mr. Measham died the instant after he drank.
Of course I'm standing by my testimony. In my dream of exclusive rights to sorry.
I suppose it was too much to hope for. What was? Of course you wouldn't choose a simple case, not him.
Him?
Phoenix Wright, who else? Ashuna Brushel, report for us if you would. What is it that you noticed?
This was a critical term of the justice system. I'm afraid no room of doubt for personal. You'll testify to the court about what you noticed. When I heard about studio, Mr. Mission was on his desk. There seems to be writing a letter. He quickly sealed the envelope. Nothing of it at the time, of course. Now that I think about it, what if he was writing a suicide note?
A suicide note.
Yes, he had this look on his face. Man's face inscrutable as quadratic equation, end quote.
Suicide? Poor Mr. Measham. That means Farrah's innocent.
Would someone commit suicide in the middle of an interview?
Oh.
Mission.
I mean, we have the fucking letter, don't we?
So, like, here's the whole thing, right? Is, like, as annoying as he is, he's not making bullshit up. He's just like, oh, you're gonna take my scoop away? Wait, I have a possible explanation how I'm right.
Yeah.
Like, he's not changing his story.
That's the one and only good thing about him. And I will give him
one
that.
and only good thing.
I will
where
give
he's
him
not
that.
Like, oops, I forgot. It actually was a half hour after he said...
I forgot, he actually drank everything in the cup. Oh shit, the cup's still full? Fuck. Actually, I remember I refilled it when he was done.
Yeah, I poured all of my coffee into his mug. Whoops.
Wait, shit,
forgot.
mine is still full? Well, I went to go get Vera's coffee pot.
No, because he drank all of his, right?
Well, no, what I'm saying is like just going on by the bit, like, oh no, mine is fully full? Well, I went to go get the coffee for that Vera had and put it in my cup. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, at least he's being honest, I'll say that.
Right? It's like the one relief.
It's the redeeming quality.
I don't know about redeeming. I mean, just look at the guy.
Was there anyone at the studio other than Mr. Measham?
Well, his daughter Vera, of course.
Was anyone besides Mr. Measham and Vera present?
Not a single one. Not a cat, not a rat, not even a mouse.
The only person who didn't belong in the studio there was you, wasn't it, Mr. Brushel?
I know what you're doing. I know your game. I'm trying to use this classic Ramsden phenomenon ploy, end quote.
If you intend to suggest that this reporter is a suspect, I'm sure you also intend to present evidence supporting that assertion, correct? In the meantime, let's move along, shall we? So he put the letter away when he saw you.
The reporter gets worm, end quote. And that's my secret.
I'm not sure I follow.
It's an ugly interview. Alright, 15 minutes ahead of schedule. A handle turns, the door opens, and I barge in.
Are you sure that's okay to do? I mean, isn't that unlawful entry, really?
Mr. Richard showed his first angel. You should have seen him. He crammed his letter in that yellow envelope as fast as he could.
Yellow envelope? We have a red one, if I recall correctly, yeah.
I know I see when I spot one. That was one.
It does seem significant. Well, Mr. Justice, I wonder. Let's have the ring of something important. Add to the testimony. The defense finds it important, Your Honor. No, hold on.
We're not outcomes. We're free of charge.
It was not a yellow envelope, but let's take a look at it. And you saw him seal this yellow envelope with the letter.
Hey, look at me like that. I saw it, huh?
Paulo, you think this might be...
Our big break? Yeah. What I need is show some decisive evidence now. As it just happens, there was a single letter in the desk drawer at the scene. In a red envelope!
What?
Prosecutor Gavin? Yes. Was a yellow envelope found at the scene of the crime? Unfortunately, no, but a forehead. It's easy to mistake the color of an envelope. I guess, but not this envelope. See, it was postmarked already 7 years ago.
Oh, Mr. Russell! I can explain that. True, right. He wanted to get that letter in an envelope pronto. Get it out of the sight. My beady eyes, right? So he crammed it in your envelope and crammed it away.
What about the whole red and yellow envelope contradiction, chump? That night, the victim put a letter he had been writing into a red envelope.
Do you remember certain qualities of that envelope?
I'm gonna look at him. I mean, we went through it all. This is all old.
Well, I'll just remind you, why did we need to scan it?
Because it was sealed and resealed, right?
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, but like, did he reseal it? Never mind.
It's entirely possible.
But Apollo, we checked the contents of that envelope yesterday, didn't we?
Oh, you're right. Ugh, the answer was clear if only I'd given a little. Oh, come on.
I mean, that's what I was. That's what I was thinking, but then I was like, it's true, it was resealed, but I was gonna argue like, I don't think he would have had time to reseal it in front of him, but
no.
At the same time, I don't know.
I thought it was gonna be no, and then I was led down a path.
I
Katie,
passed out. It was all my fault.
Katie tricked me for Vixen tricks, to quote
Vixen.
the fan dub. So happens the defense team investigated the contents of the envelope with the assistance of a forensic scientist. What? That was the wrong voice. Note that this envelope letter is addressed to Drew Meacham.
Yeah, it's addressed to him.
Yeah. Why would he address a letter to himself? Let alone send a suicide note to himself.
I've been scrubbed.
Order. Russell, I'm gonna play this for the court.
Oh, how could I have forgotten? I suppose this happens to be the master's. Reporter gets old, forgets lost. Unquote.
Let's wait for the explanation, Mr. Russell.
Now, that's the thing, see? After they put his letter in the envelope, Mr. Meacham sat there searching his desk drawer for something.
His desk drawer?
Yes, a stamp, a so-called postage stamp. Unquote. Now, it's Man's letter, what else? And then, why yes, I think I saw him put his letter in the box. Yes, it was a yellow envelope. And he put it in the box. Oh, how I wish it did. Just think, if that were a suicide note, what a story. Start right, suicide note. In front of a reporter. Follows unquote.
It's not something, it's not the case. Listen.
Yes, Your Honor?
$100,000 is quite a good deal of money.
So this was from 7 years ago, Shaw?
So, am I finished here? I mean, am I finished here? I'm thinking of, going home to start writing.
So I feel like he has got a little bit more information for us. I hate to state what should be pretty obvious to anyone, but when you catch the scent of a story, you make that rather unique face.
Come on. Attorney has active imagination. Little house. Unquote.
Even I noticed something, and my eyes aren't what they used to be. You know, I'm trying to understand what all this perceiving stuff is about.
You got it, Judge.
Judge has active imagination, end quote.
Please continue with your testimony. Tell us about the scent of a story.
Hey, I'm the one asking the questions here. Usually.
Why is he brushing his eyeball? Oh, he has glasses.
Gotta get the lenses clean with your toothpaste spit.
Actually.
Just like divers.
Actually, it took a bit of work to get a thumbs up on the interview. Reporter leverages story, gets his interview, and quote, the story concerned the certain case from 7 years ago. I read envelope probably had something to do with it. Say what you will, but this town was about compare.
Hey, this character first time he did the animation, I gagged, yeah.
Then let him go to the rest of the story. Let him get your interview. Blackmail.
Yes, I mean, no! Wasn't exactly blackmail, I mean, I'm not...
Something wrong with Russell.
Look. This is my story, my tip. Journalist info. It's my quote. Well, you haven't chatting away here. What's going on out there?
You don't use a toothbrush you've been hitting your head with. Oh my god. Just like, it's the worst thing because he's literally just like licking, he's cleaning his tongue, then the rest of his glasses. I hate it.
What if some Wally Westbrook or Shy Scooper gets rid of my story? It could be going to the press when I'm going to waste.
What feel the pain, Mr. Russell? Mr. Justice, let's pick up the pace.
A certain case 7 years ago. Wait, 7 years ago? Everything's connected!
Boo.
Ba 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 da ba.
Actually, took a bit of work to get a thumbs up on the interview. Before I leverage your story as an interview quote. Sorry, concerned a certain case of 7 years ago.
Okay, let's look at this. Let's present in this one. Perceive. So nothing changes with his nose. Let's see if you have anything in his neck. He doesn't swallow. This might not be the right one then, alright. Maybe it was another one that one of the ones I skipped. It's like I didn't think it would be one of those. What are you saying?
Nothing. I looked up what it was if you need hints, but
I know the big thing for him has been his nose. I didn't see anything with his nose though. Like,
yeah, it's not his nose. take a look at the second one.
take a look at that throat. See if he does anything with that throat.
Yeah, I won't say anything until you ask.
Yeah. I want to try to find this one, honestly. Mate, I might need to press on these. Why didn't I just press on any of these? I just went straight to perceiving, not the perceiving, like questioning. The victim, Drew Measham, had an aversion to reporters.
Why? I guess I even like it so too much for him until I finally got my thumbs up on it.
Maybe you can elaborate on that bit for us. Exactly what sort of story was this?
Oh, another one, like I said. Nothing more. Nothing between. Quote. I suggested I have a story. Probably didn't threaten or cajole or nothing, huh?
Justin was enough to get an interview. Mr. Measham must have really wanted to keep it on the wraps. A certain case 7 years ago. Tell us what case.
Mr. Attorney, you can quote me on this. I can't talk about the case.
What? Why not?
About journalistic pride and staunchness and credibility and connections. Journalist reveals sources over his own dead body and quote. Oh, B, gonna strangle me? Demand now tell the attorney!
That's pretty determined not to talk.
My chances of breaking his will aren't looking good.
Probably gonna have to, like, get him there. On one hand, we have your story, and on the other, this letter. What makes you think the two are related?
Oh, I was just saying, everyone's wrong. I'll report his intuition, and quote. Yeah, I said, hey, the other pick them apart, be my guess.
All of them? No, just the incredibly suspicious ones.
Mr. Bishop.
So it's one of these two. It's the third or the fourth one. I'm gonna go through it again. See what it's all about. Third one's ringing really suspicious. I see his eyebrows do wiggle. His eyebrows did not wiggle. His mouth stays the same. His throat doesn't change. He doesn't like swallow or anything. He doesn't rub his toothbrush. Does he wiggle his ears, maybe? Alright, let's go to the fourth one. I wonder if his hair just ruffles. Am I investigating the right statements?
Right now, yeah, the story from 7 years ago.
That's what I thought.
I think. It says fifth statement, and I'm pretty sure it's that one.
Fifth statement? Fifth statement is the one about
Oh, wait, sorry. I dinked it up. No, it's not that one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I
Oh, good.
miscounted.
You're good.
Right, okay, yes. Okay,
How many people Mr. Talent?
Huh? Oh, wait, boy, he's a son. Profit's precious like the rain. Undulating river across canvas. Irish paint slide out, suck on quote.
That's full of wacky gestures, but that one just now was wackier than usual.
Looks kind of nervous to me, Apollo.
Definitely. I'm trying to say something different than it's here before. Maybe it's time to bring up the you-know-what.
The testimony left a bad taste in my mouth.
It all makes sense. Nothing jumps out as ridiculous.
I wonder what this story he's talking about is. Must have been good to get an interview with a famous recluse like that.
Powerful throw Drew Measham out of his hiding. I wonder, maybe it has something to do with Mr. Measham's art. Let's see if his hair moves. Like a brush. Nothing on the eyebrows. This is just one fucking tiny tell. Jesus Christ.
It's not. You're just looking in the wrong area. It's not near his face. I'll just tell you that.
So it's not there.
Inch over. Nope. You were just a little bit off of it before and you didn't see it. Do you want, like, more specific, or...?
No, I'll find it. I heard you say shoulders. I'm like, alright, let's take a look at the shoulders. Only two of them.
Did I say shoulder?
You did. Sounded like you did.
I think I meant to say something else, but said shoulders, which... It is shoulders, but... Well, it isn't shoulders, but it's in that vicinity, kind of. I'm not gonna say anything. I don't want to throw you off.
Yeah.
I feel like the more I talk, the more I'll do that.
That happens.
I feel like I'm not giving good hints tonight.
That happens. Everyone, there's days that happens to everyone. Oh. This dude sweats. And then it just goes away.
You know, as sweat does.
I wish. Sweat much, Mr. Brushel? Fuck this background, I hate it.
Oh, yeah, wow. Man can't help his glands, you know.
More than that, Mr. Meesham's talent was mentioned. You suddenly began to sweat buckets.
Your Highness,
You're hiding something about his talent.
That's ridiculous.
Evidence time, let's show where Mr. Meesham's true talent lay. This what happens I have evidence showing the talent mentioned in that letter.
I can't help but wonder. What the course supposed to...
Oh, come on! What the fuck? Are you kidding me? I gave you a literal forgery. I gave you a literal forgery. Do I show the stolen one? Bullshit.
Well, I guess it's because if it was just being drawn over, you know, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, he's drawing over something, so what?
This painting was found in Mr. Meesham's studio. There were two problems with this painting. The first is it wasn't painted by Mr. Meesham. The second is that it was under another painting in the studio, which looked exactly like this one, except it was only half done. Then we have the letter discussing payment of $100,000, which suggests a certain business operation. The business of making forgeries! Finally, gotta get that background out. That background's the worst thing in this game, I'm not gonna lie.
I guess
decided-
I guess it didn't look as bad on the DS, maybe. Like, it was definitely less, like, smooth, I
Yeah.
guess. So,
It just physically hurts my eyes, and it's painful. It's painful. That is all, Your Honor.
Everyone, please, everyone. Can we keep this private, please? This is my story, my scoop.
That's a serious crime.
True Misham is known as an artist these days, but there were rumors he dabbled in some other kind of artifice a few years back.
Another word meaning forgery.
True Misham was talented, all right. Talented at making precise, detailed fakes. In fact, that certain criminal elements were quick to discover.
Criminal elements? What? You can't seriously be talking about.
Exactly. I'm talking about forging evidence.
Ooh.
The rumors are circulating 7 years ago.
7 years ago. So we understand that this letter. Payment of $100,000 for.
Exactly. Forged evidence. This tiny private unquote.
Order. What did I ever do was leaving a love life?
This is my chance. So the victim... Wait, didn't Phoenix have forged evidence in this trial? 7 years ago?
he might have.
Zidane had ties to the criminal world, right? He could have had plenty of enemies we know nothing about. This is my first time hearing of this criminal world. We certainly found no criminal connections when we conducted our investigation. But how do you explain all this money? You have to admit there's a possibility of some illegal activity here. But there's no proof tying this letter to our case. Our case was and remained simple from the beginning. Only the defendant could have poisoned the mug that night. And you, of course.
I poisoned with my pen when I'm writing your reviews.
Mr. Magistrate, this one is unreliable. It doesn't speak well of your reporting acumen.
What are you talking about? My journalism rock solid. Journalism so son, you could stand an elephant on it. Unquote.
In any case, let's hear a summarized recap of your testimony. We ascertained the situation in the studios from the recap. The trial's over.
Paula, what's he talking about?
Cross-examination showed Mr. Brushel didn't have a reason or means to poison him. As long as there's no other suspects, the killer had to be Vera, that's what. Zach's testimony is our last chance.
Please.
The pursuit of the defendant. It was very important the coffee she moved with herself. One thing that touched his lips in the interview with that monk, and nothing that I shoot you after he died. Nothing. Clearly, the only one who could have poisoned him was his daughter.
Well, actually, something did leave the studio after his death. That yellow envelope. Nice testimony, clear, succinct, and without room for doubt.
Oh, shucks. You really think so?
Let me just clarify the situation right. Very well, Mr. Justice. You may begin your final cross-examination.
Right. So I have one trump card left to play. And I won't let this trial end until I use it. But that doesn't prove Vera poisoned it. How many times have we...
But what if I said she did? What then?
How many times have we heard that one in their forehead? The poison reached its victim via that coffee mug. And from where did that coffee mug come, Not to beat a dead horse again and again, but perhaps you could fill us in.
Ha, I'm on it. You need a horse beat? I'm your man.
And you witnessed her pouring the coffee.
Of course I didn't witness it. When she came in with that tray. The coffee was already poured and the steaming.
Let's not forget the defendant has admitted to pouring the coffee herself. I heard her statement, I poured, I served, and I killed. I don't think she said that. What? The last part was just a little joke.
You don't say that in the middle of court! Perjury! Fire him!
I think I'm going anywhere with this coffee mug. I need to find another weak spot in this case. You sure about that one?
Well, to be really precise, I was busy gobbling mint candies the whole time.
One of those candies might have been poisoned. Yet at the time of the autopsy, no fresh fragrance of mint filled the room. That's not how that works, buddy! And no mint residue. Okay, fair enough. What's on the phone? It was a long shot anyways. Don't tell me you're still trying to prove this. You think the victim ate, drank, or otherwise ingested something other than coffee?
What's this? What's the proof?
Possibility is there, I can feel it, just maybe not prove it, not yet. And the possibility isn't going to cut it, not now. If Misham ingested that poison via another route other than coffee, this is something I'm going to have to do. I don't know what it's going to be for soon, but not yet. It can't be proven. Do believe our little forehead is growing up. Pity we like the rash, youthful forehead best. Now the hole in this case needs plugging before I can prove anything. First things first, I better uncover a weak spot before I try to strike again. Not one thing, you're sure?
Yeah, sure as that can be. Well, with one exception.
What?
So much as far as Brussels does interview. I'm straight here. End quote. Come on. It's a joke. Eh? Not funny. And but still.
I didn't leave the studio that night. Why does it sound familiar? Where have I heard something like that before?
I'm going to witness is a community of sorts. Like to turn a defense attorney before refusing the testimony. Is there anything I do? If anything, we might have left the studio that night.
Yeah, just one thing. I think one thing might have left the studio that night, actually. There's something that has vanished from the crime scene.
Who's win? Something other than a witness.
Of course. Don't tell me. Vera Misham? Believe me, any comic relief I may provide is entirely unintentional.
And let's see what you can do.
Well, the thing was at the scene of the crime, so I can't show it to you, but I do have evidence that shows how it could have been taken from the scene. This is the only link between the studio and the outside world.
Letterbox.
What did Mr. Brushel tell us? When he entered the studio on the night of the murder, the victim had just finished writing a letter.
Yeah, I said that. And yeah, it was true.
Furthermore, you went on to tell us that he put the letter in the yellow envelope and put it in the letter box.
Ah!
The very same letter was empty, in other words. That night, the yellow envelope disappeared. Ah, yes, intriguing. So an envelope has disappeared from the scene of a crime. Of course, this changes nothing. Huh?
There's a point, Mr. Justice. What we're trying to figure out here is how the poison got into his solution. It's really important that this envelope was disappeared.
Well, if it did disappear, then something did leave the studio that night. That seems very important to me.
Well then, the witness will add this to his testimony. You got it.
I still think this fails to change anything for a forehead. I wouldn't be so sure. A letter disappeared from the crime scene that night. This is exactly the opening I've been looking for. Nothing could be more serious than an envelope disappearing from that studio. And you were hiding that fact from us.
Yes, actually.
I don't argue the possibility that the letter disappeared from the studio. Their forehead, isn't there a much more serious question before us? Right, how Mr. Bishop was poisoned, I know. Mr. Brushel's testimony has changed, which means the fact that the cases have too. And what he's told us means something entirely different now. I'm starting to think.
Let's keep thinking, Apollo.
You say clearly as though you've been so obvious. But this claim that the defendant poisoned the victim is merely conjecture.
Yes, well, you see, this is my business all about making the most ridiculous things sound right. You better hope that I know. Yeah, well, actually. I guess this is more of a case of ridiculous journalist sounds wrong. Quote.
The court is forced to agree with you. Please refer.
Understood loud and clear.
Only I could believe that.
What do you think, Apollo? Everything he's saying seems not so...
not flawed, yeah. I need to keep my eye on what matters. How and why was Drew Measham killed? Vera poured the coffee, and that's not going to change. But if that coffee didn't kill him, I need to find what did and prove it. This is better than no time to present that fucking picture thing. Wait, I had to do something. Hold on. Proof is possible. Here goes nothing. You do understand what we need, Ja? Proof, Air Forehead, not possibilities. Of course, and Prosecutor Gavin, help you understand. I'm ready to give you that proof. What did you say? I have proof of the disappearing envelope.
Sorry, I'm writing a letter, I did.
Which is what I assume.
Of course, which means that envelope had a stamp on it.
Stamp! Oh!
As we all know, stamps come with dried glue on the back. In order to use that glue, you have to wet it by licking the stamp. No one's worth talking to actually licks stamps in this day and age. Even if you wanted to talk to him, you couldn't. He's dead after all. Okay, so he licked the stamp, but wait. How does that explain the atroquine on the rim of the coffee mug? If you lick the back of a poison stamp, the poison would get on his tongue, yes? What would happen if he put the coffee mug to his mouth, Those traces on the mug weren't the killer's doing, it was the other way around.
What?
Coffee mug didn't poison Mr. Misham. Mr. Misham poisoned the coffee mug himself!
Order. That does it.
Recall, if you would, atropine is a slow-acting poison, yes? The poison entered his body when he put the stamp on that envelope, but his time wasn't up until the very moment he touched his lips to the cup of joe.
You're something wrong, Mr. Bushel.
Uh-oh, his nose is picking up another scent.
I can't believe I mentioned earlier. That's the thing, see? When we put his letter in the envelope, Teresa sat there searching for his escort for something. Yes, a stamp, a so-called postage stamp, end quote. But you know, I don't seem to remember him ever finding one.
Maybe he just ran out.
Incidentally, we searched the desk drawer at the scene of the crime. There were no stamps, not a single one.
That's what the problem. How would you prove the stamp was coated with poison?
Actually, I'm glad no other stamps were found. It makes proving the stamp that he used was poison possible. Good show, good show. You can't even prove there was a stamp at the scene in the first place.
Well, that's what the defense has to say, anyway. You're proving against this poison stamp.
It's a very small frame. It probably houses a stamp.
That certainly is a cute little frame. And by little, I mean really little.
It was on the victim's desk, Your Honor. Quite empty, as you can see for yourself. I noticed that too during my inspection, so what? Apparently you weren't as observant as you should have been. You see, when you solved this frame, it was missing something quite important.
Missing something?
Yes, a pale bluish stain on the inside of that frame. Atropine residue! What? Why wasn't I told about this?
Because Emma hates you, dude.
The frame is only 2 inches square. The face of that frame is even smaller. Maybe an inch wide at most. You aren't saying. Oh, but I am. Tell me what fits in such a small frame. A commemorative stamp, perhaps?
Order. Pull the stamp from the frame.
Impossible. Why would he put something like that on his desk? Don't tell me he had it there so he could commit suicide if the mood struck.
You know, can I say something? I thought, see?
What, Mr. Bushel?
The first time was a forger, right? There's a lot of money now in the work. Forger forges friends, makes enemies, so, unquote.
So the poison stamp might have been a murder weapon aimed at him. Oh, rich, that's rich. Leave the ridiculous flights of fancy to the Governors. Sung lyrics, please. Finally, something we agree on. The stamp was a murder weapon? Nonsense. Murder is a simple business. Who would go to such lengths? No one. Oh, I disagree. Come again. Recall, if you would, the victim's reclusive lifestyle. Drew Measham hid from the world. He avoided meetings. His only contact with the outside world was that mail.
Merle!
Now, if you wanted to kill someone you couldn't meet but knew read letters, a stamp would be the perfect weapon. Ridiculous! Where's your proof? I want proof. What is that voice? Oh, go here. Yes, we're talking like his brother, and then we're gonna go lower. Show us evidence that this poison stamp was sent to him as a murder weapon. Might not have evidence, per se. But things are finally starting to come together.
What is it, Apollo? Your fists are trembling.
I think I know what actually happened. I don't believe it, but I can see it. I think I know how Mr. Measham was killed. A certain piece of evidence points to the truth, Your Honor. I can show you how someone with the intent to kill sent Measham... Okay.
Not much is entirely clear to me what this proves, Mr. Justice.
I believe we have shown probable intent to kill. Because the killer would have to be Herr Judge and the victim, you. Yes, Your Honor. Let's think this one over again. A certain piece of evidence points to the truth, Your Honor. I can show you how someone with the intent to kill sent Mr. Oh! All right.
This is the envelope of the one from 10 years ago.
Think about the text of the letter again. There were 2 pages in the envelope. This is page 1. This is page 2. I want to draw your attention to one phrase in particular. Send in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp within 3 days. The enclosed stamp, Your Honor.
Oh! Not horse, Travis, right. The stamp. Poison on the stamp. Lick, lick, gas. Quail.
Now, what if he had done exactly as the letter asked?
He'd sign the document, put it in the envelope, and put the stamp on it, right? They would put it in his letterbox.
15 minutes wouldn't have elapsed between affixing the stamp and mailing the letter, but the clock started ticking when the time came. He drew his last breath, and the murder weapon would be taken away from the scene.
Quite conveniently, thanks to the postal system.
Such a splendid imagination you have, Herr Forehead. Let me confirm one thing with you, if I might. So this poisoned stamp was inside this envelope from 7 years ago. Ja? Is that what you would have us believe, really? Well...
It is a little bit of a stretch, but there's a possibility.
Yes, a very small possibility. How small, I wonder? A poisoned stamp in this envelope, a stamp that then became the murder weapon. How do you get to prove this seeming coincidence?
Well...
If it was 7 years ago, I don't even know who sent that letter. And your answer is silence. I see. Very well, I move to... It's not very nice to pick on the Freudline clavier. What? Oh. Emma?
Ow. Like my Christoph Gavin impression? Did I sound like him?
God damn, that was... Don't quit your day job. Apparently she sounded exactly like him. Don't you have a crime scene to be looking after, Freudline Detective?
Someone had to come dig you all out of the mess you're making of this case.
Mess?
You know, none of this would have happened. None of this would happen if you just trusted in science a little more. You can find out that if that stamp was in the envelope, easy.
Care to explain yourself, Freudline Detective?
Swear at me all you want, but science is on my side. It's all in the residue, right?
That's right! The poison detection spray!
This order also wants. You can open it on the authority of the court. Oh, would you look at that?
No mistaking it. That's a atroquinine residue.
Leave it. A murder weapon from the past. But 7 years later, it perfect things at last.
Absolutely outrageous. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why they ain't I am going to hell. It's great. Alright. Why did this murder take place 7 years ago? Well,
There's one possibility. Maybe Mr. Measham figured it out. Realized that the person who sent that letter wanted him dead. They sent his reply with a different stamp.
Put the second over to the train. You're still here.
And I just came in here on the record. I struck right into Brussels. Claimed this was mine. So means I'm killed in cold blood. By thunder of 7-year-old envelope and quote. Now, remember me, come on, or the pain, that follows the 7-year delay and quote.
Death.
Order. I see no wrong. Alright, this is all coming as quite a shock. This is the murder weapon reached his mouth at 7 years. Stampus took it straight to afterlife, end quote.
Uh-oh. I think the witness is a bad influence on the judge.
he is.
I see no need for further development. Could hardly be decided.
Apollo.
I think we just won.
Girl, court finds us on it.
The jury. The jury, motherfucker. Is this the bright future of our legal system?
Possible. Griffin.
A ticket to the afterlife from 7 years ago. Tickets for Governor's shows are invalid after 2 weeks. It boggles my mind that so many people haven't noticed this. There's a fatal contradiction in there for its claim. A contradiction? A poison stamp was placed in this envelope 7 years ago, whereupon it was framed until now. If that's the case, then why would Drew Measham have done what he did? I'm gonna explain that. He must have realized it was poisoned. Therein lies the rub. 7 years ago, the forger Drew Measham sensed a trap and put the stamp in a frame. I did not debate this, but this begs the question. Why 7 years later did he use that stamp on the night of the murder? Ah. Surely you don't mean to suggest Mr. Measham simply forgot. He put the murder weapon in the frame of his desk for 7 years and forgot. You expect us to believe he sprang the trap on himself?
Wait, this is all good shocking. Michelle, it does seem highly unlikely he would have fallen out of the trap. He's been sitting on his desk for 7 years.
Apollo.
I don't think we're winning anymore. I'm glad we're all back to the real world now. Welcome back to the reality. We've been waiting for you. Okay, how do you explain the poison stamp that was in this envelope? The poison stamped? Where exactly is this poison stamp again there? Have you brought it to us for court? I see no proof that such a thing ever existed. Oh, come on, you... What about the Atraquine residue, huh? Oh, I agree, that does seem to be Atraquine residue. But her forehead, it's certainly no stamp. Yeah, but... even if your precious poison stamp did exist, Drew Measham never would have used it. That is all.
Will you come to conclusion? Again.
Apollo, were we wrong the whole time?
Nope. I'm gonna say it like this. Here's what's probably gonna happen. Here's what's gonna happen. Phoenix Wright's gonna barge in saying, "Hey, I got a letter from Dick Drew guy. By the way, can you like take this and do your analyzing on it?" And then we're gonna be like, "Fuck yeah, we find the Atraquine on it," because Phoenix Wright somehow got it. That's what's gonna happen. The poison traces match up. It can't be coincidence. Yes, Your Honor.
As a year the vaccine still returned 7 years ago. Jimmy should receive the red envelope. There were traces of the poison on the ashes queen on the document inside the envelope. Similar trace was also found on the scene crime.
You want to save because you're at like one.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
The event says indicated, possibly a yellow envelope. The envelope is left the scene crime with the poison stamp on it.
Yes, but even if the envelope contained a poison stamp, and Drew Measham, knowing this, put it in the frame, he never would have used that stamp.
Okay, you're right. There's a fatal flaw in the defense's case.
I haven't been wrong on the track all the time, I'm sure of it. The trace of the Asher Queen, the envelope, and the frame. And Drew Measham's mysterious death. They're all connected somehow. I just don't know where I'm going to save to make it easier on me, so I'm just going to save every once in a while. The defense stands by its case, Your Honor. We've seen that the logical outcome of the evidence makes no sense, which means that the one of our clues must be a fake. A fake clue? Fascinating. And if we find this fake, your wild fantasies will be proven reasonable, Jean. A fake clue that's thrown us all off the poisonous trails, none other than... Is Drew still alive? No, he went to coroner's office. I'll explain. We have an envelope, a frame, and a mug linked by poison. That all makes sense. What doesn't make sense is the victim himself. Congratulations, you've completely lost me. So the fake evidence is none other than the master of fake himself, the forger. Makes a good story, I'll give you that. The fake clue, fakes, forgeries. Ah.
I know that face. That's the face of. That's the I just had an idea face.
I don't know if I'm right, but I'm going with it anyways. What if our forger is the fake? Come again. 7 years ago, our forger sniffed the trap and stepped aside. 7 years passed, now the forger stumbles into the very same trap and dies? Why?
That's what I want to know.
Because the forger who was killed was a fake. Here we are again, the victim was a fake. One forger smelled the trap, one forger fell into the trap. That's two forgers and one of them was a fake. The hell? So you're telling us that Drew Measham, the victim, was a fake? Well, if he was the fake, where's the real forger? You'd better not be claiming there was some kind of switcheroo.
Hey, you're at the back of his story. Mr. Justice, show us just who the real Drew Measham was.
Drew Measham wasn't the real forger. Only one other person who could have been. Oh. Understood, Your Honor. Forger Drew Measham was killed, was himself a forgery. The real forger was... There can only be one explanation, really. The real identity of the forger known as Drew Measham is none other than his only daughter, Vera Measham.
I kind of agree. I mean, Vera, a forger?
Verify. We have to verify that she's a sham. Oh my god.
Yes, Vera is like the root. I think it's the root word.
Not only that.
In Latin for truth.
Not only that. She drew up a sham. Verify, Vera Measham. Verify that she is the sham. She drew up a sham. Oh my god, that's fucking brilliant naming there. I like that. Let's consider before you write it off entirely. If you look at the paintings in the studio, one fact becomes quite clear. Forgery has been taking place in that studio for quite some time. The forger wasn't caught in that trap 7 years ago. It could only mean that the one who was caught in the trap wasn't the forger. One more thing. Only 2 sets of fingerprints were found on the Forger studio. Drew Meacham's and Vera Meacham's. If we know that Drew Meacham wasn't the forger, that leaves only one possibility by process of elimination. The forger was Vera Meacham. Well, take a guess of that fucking choice too. Fascinating.
Permission.
Let's just ask her and be done with it, shall we? Who are you? Who is the forger, Drew Meacham? Stop bullying her, Gavin! Asshole. Was that an expression of emotion on her face? She's staring holes in Prosecutor Gavin's face. I'm used to being stared at by forelines, believe me. Though they usually talk to me too. Tell us, were you the one who forged the works of art?
Yes.
So the forger Drew Meacham was you.
Yes, it was me.
What the fuck face is that?
Is it one try eye?
What?
The court was in an uproar and it wasn't coming down. We had a break for 10-minute recess. That's a good place to stop for today. Holy shit. You know what? If I had knew Latin better. If I had known Latin better, right? Alas, I know Greek and that's about it. Oh my god.
What's the word for truth in Greek?
So stoa means, am I correct? But I think it's something else. Hold on. So stoa means like, am I correct? Something like that, but I don't believe it's truth. I gotta double check though. Aletheia. Aletheia is the word for truth. What is sosto? Correct. Yeah, sosto means correct. Exactly. So like sosto means correct, and that's like you'll be like, well, you'll basically be asking the question. Sosto, you know, it's like, is that true? Is that correct? And it's like, yeah, that is correct, or that is true. That was a good twist. That was a good twist. The fucking Drew was a fucking forgery himself. That is... She is the master forger, 100%. Jesus Christ.
I mean, just look at those smiley faces.
Say again?
Just look at her smiley faces.
Yeah, she can't lie.
High quality. As expected of an artist.
Listen, you gotta scribble something down in 10 seconds. Even if you're an artist, you're not gonna be able to put a masterpiece out, you know what I'm saying? Alright, guys. If you're watching this video on YouTube, thank you very much for watching on YouTube. I hope you had a good one. YouTube, stay safe, stay Botanist Cool, like, subscribe, all the cool stuff, and we'll see you soon. Bye, YouTube!
Bye.